I hit 5 stop losses in a row today. Most traders would have closed their screens in frustration or started revenge trading. But the final result, I still ended the day in profit. How? Today wasn't about being right, it was about surviving the Friday market trap. Let me show you the logic that saved my capital. I will just show you the my 5 SLs, which trades I took and based on what logic first. If you see the Nifty chart, see here. If you see Nifty chart, Nifty was in up move in the first half. See here, 20 MA also started trending up above 50 MA. At that time, I decided to take some bullish trades in case of my stocks. And after first half, it has started to move down. Now let's move to my trades where my SLs were hit. This was my first trade in Poly Medicure. A perfect red candle was formed as per our strategy. 20 MA RSI. RSI value is 62.23. Candle formed near the 20 MA channel. So I took a trade at high of this particular candle. Low was my stop loss, but my SL hit. That SL was small. Again, my next trade was in Cipla. I took a trade at high of this particular candle. Low was my stop loss. My RSI value was 60.38. So it was a valid setup. At high took a trade. Low was stop loss. In this trade also my stop loss hit. That was my second trade. The next trade was in IEX. Here also if you see my SL was small. This red candle formed. At high I took a trade. Low was my stop loss. And see what happened. My SL got hit here also. That was my third trade. Then see here, Himadri specialty. Here also in this red candle I took a trade. RSI value was 66, valid setup. At high took a trade, low was my stop loss, but my stop loss hit immediately here also. That was again a small stop loss. This was in Agrawal Healthcare. Here also if you see, took a trade in this particular candle, red candle, as I marked here. At high, low was my stop loss of this green candle low. So I took a trade, but again here also my stop loss was hit. So overall if you see in these 5 trades, my stop loss hit. But I didn't panic. Why? Because if you observe carefully in all my 5 trades, my stop losses were very small, around 0.3, 0.4%, 0.5% maximum. So there was a very low damage to my capital. So always remember your setup should be such that you should lose very small when you lose. Now let's move to how I recovered those losses and close the day in a small profit. See here, Brigade Enterprises. This trade I took at around 115. And why I took that trade, I will just tell you on the Nifty chart. See here what Nifty is telling to us. 1 second. See here. What happened? After 12:30, if you see green candle, that is 20 MA, again crossed below the 50 MA. So it was given a clear signal that market has again changed its direction to bearish. So after that particular point, I decided to take the bearish trades. And then see here, I waited for the setup and I took the trade on 15-minute time frame. See here. This particular green candle was formed as per our setup near the 20 MA channel. So I took a trade here at low of this particular candle because RSI value was 39.54, which is below 40. So at low I took a trade, high was my stop loss, and I made here 2.5 hour profit in this particular trade at the end of the day at 3:15. Next trade was in Century. See here again, RSI value was 38.60 when this green candle was formed. So I took a trade at low of this candle. At high of this particular 215 candle was my stop loss, and I closed this trade at this 315 p.m. So that trade was closed in a small profit at the end of the day. Next trade was in Tata Investment. Here again, a green candle was formed. That was my signal candle. RSI value was 36.72. At low of this candle, I took a trade. High of this particular setup was my stop loss. And I closed this trade in a small profit at the end of the day. This was my last trade. That is the fourth trade. Ninth trade to be. This fourth profitable and overall ninth trade of the day. See here. That was in Gale. Green candle formed near 20 MA channel. At low, I took a trade. High was my stop loss because RSI value was 35.8. So it was a valid setup. At low, I took a trade. High was my stop loss. And I closed this trade in at 2.7 hour profit. Almost 3 hour profit I got in this particular trade. Okay. So what you understand from this? When I made profits, I made a big profits. And when I given a stop losses, those stop losses were very small. Now let's move to the Nifty chart. If you see, Nifty was volatile for the whole day. It was opened almost around the same level where it was closed yesterday. But if you see, it was totally volatile for whole day, around 280 points range. Right? It has started moving up, again down, again just started recovering, again failed. So overall, it was a nightmare for option buyers. But see, if you have followed process perfectly, that is 20 MA, 50 MA, what we follow to remove the bias from our mind, it was a clearly telling us that in the second half there was a perfect bearish trend, right? So let's move to the option chart where there was trade opportunities as per the setup. See here, in case of put option buying, there was a trade opportunity. Here if you see, a 3 candle setup was formed. First candle, second candle, third candle. Green candle has highest volume, so at high there was a trade. Low was stop loss. But here, before hitting to our target, your stop loss would have hit in this particular candle, right? So there was a small loss you would have been given in this trade, around 20 30 points loss, right? Again, in case of option buying, at the start of the day, Nifty was showing a bullishness here, right? See, a perfect 20 MA crossover above 50 MA, and both were started trending up. So there was an opportunity of call option buying in the first half. So here there was a trade opportunity. Low would have been stop loss as per 3 candle theory. 20-50 MA is trending up. Green candle has the highest volume. But what happened here also? This candle closed below 20 MA. So you must have trailed your SL to this particular candle slow. So here you would have ended up in a small loss, around 15-point loss at the at that particular candle slow. So overall, it was a loss making day for option buyers because Nifty was too volatile today, right? So these kind of days will definitely come in our trading career. So we should not get worried about it. We should follow our setup and follow 100% execution. Today, Nifty opened flat and stayed trapped in a volatile range, a graveyard for option buyers. While the index was busy hitting SLs on both sides, my stock specific setup allowed me to fail 5 times without breaking my bank. The Friday trap tried to shake me out, but by shifting from a bullish bias to bearish confirmation at the right time, I recovered everything and closed in the green. What should be the key takeaway for the day? Let's move to the key takeaway now for the day. Here is the gold nugget you need to take into Monday. Your setup must be designed to lose small and win big. If you are 100% right, but your losses are huge, you will blow your account. Remember this. If you are only 40% right, but your SLs are tiny and your winners are large, you are a professional trader. Stop trying to be right every time. Start trying to be disciplined every time. as we explained today, if you see, our SLs were very small in all the trades, right? All in all 5 trades our SLs were loss small. But when we made profit in these two particular trades, we hit 2.5 hour profit in one trade. In one trade we hit 2.7 hour profit, and other two trades were in a small profit. So overall it was a profitable day. So always remember, whenever you win, you should win big, and whenever you lose, you should lose small. If you are tired of tips and want to learn the actual math behind profitable trading, you are in the right place. I don't show you flashy profits, I show you the logic and the rule book. If you want to join our tribe of disciplined traders and master the art of risk management before the market opens on Monday, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. Let's stop gambling and start trading. I will see you in the next one. Happy weekend.